Hello, everyone, and welcome back to channel. I'm Lily, and I'm super excited to be here with you all today.
And I'm Kevin. It's great to be back, Lily. We've talked about our typical mornings and even a special day we had, which was really fun. Today, we're moving on to something that brings a lot of joy to our lives.
That's right, Kevin. Today, we're going to dive into our top hobbies. It's a fantastic way to practice expressing your passions, using descriptive vocabulary, and sharing what you love to do in your free time. Plus, it's a great topic for making new friends.
Absolutely. Hobbies are a huge part of who we are, and being able to talk about them in English is a really important skill. And before we share our favorite pastimes, we have a quick request for all of you wonderful listeners out there.
Yes, please. If you enjoy our podcast and find it helpful for your English learning, please take a moment to subscribe to channel. It helps us a lot. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are also learning English. Sharing helps us reach more people and grow our community.
And of course, give us a big like. It really helps us know that you're enjoying what we do. So, subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much.
All right, Kevin, I'm bursting with excitement to share my top hobby. Are you ready?
I am so ready, Lily. I have a feeling your hobby involves a lot of energy, knowing you. So, what is your top hobby? Tell us all about it.
It's funny, I actually discovered it a few years ago. I was feeling a bit stressed with work, and a friend suggested we try a local trail. I was hesitant at first, because I didn't think I was.
Hiking. I knew it. That perfectly fits your energetic personality. So, how did you first get into hiking? Was it something you always loved, or did you discover it recently?
It's a combination of so many things. Firstly, it's amazing physical exercise. It's a great way to stay fit and build stamina. But more importantly, it's incredibly therapeutic for my mind. When I'm out in nature, away from the city noise, I feel so peaceful. It's like a reset button for my brain. I can clear my head, and I always feel refreshed and re-energized afterward. The views from the summits or along the coastal paths are just breathtaking. It's also a chance to connect with nature, see wildlife, and just appreciate the beauty around us.
That's a great discovery story. What exactly do you enjoy most about hiking? Is it the exercise, the views, or something else?
Oh, definitely. You need good hiking boots. That's number one for comfort and safety. A comfortable backpack is essential to carry your water, snacks, a first aid kit, and an extra layer of clothing. I always bring plenty of water, of course, and some energy bars or fruit. A hat and sunscreen are also important, depending on the weather. For longer hikes, a map or a GPS device is crucial. Safety first.
That sounds incredibly appealing, especially the mental benefits. What kind of gear do you need for hiking? Are there any essential items you always bring?
Oh, I have so many. One time, I was hiking up a mountain trail, and the weather forecast said it would be clear. But suddenly, a thick fog rolled in, and I couldn't see more than a few feet in front of me. It was a bit scary at first, but also incredibly mystical. The trees looked like ghosts, and the silence was profound. I used my map and compass to navigate, and eventually, the fog lifted, revealing the most amazing view I've ever seen, like I had discovered a hidden world. That was both challenging and unforgettable.
That's a lot to carry. Have you had any memorable hiking experiences? Maybe something funny or unexpected that happened on a trail?
Based on our previous chats, you enjoy slower, more relaxed activities. And you mentioned making coffee. I'm going to guess your top hobby is something creative and perhaps involves food. Is it baking?
Wow, that sounds like something out of a movie. A truly unique experience. It makes me want to try hiking more often, even though I'm usually less active. Thanks for sharing, Lily. So, now it's my turn. Lily, what do you think my top hobby might be?
That's wonderful, Kevin. It sounds so cozy and delicious. How did you get started with baking? Was it a family tradition, or did you just pick it up one day?
You got it, Lily. My top hobby is indeed baking. I absolutely love spending time in the kitchen creating delicious treats.
That's a great way to turn a challenging time into something productive and enjoyable. What exactly do you find most satisfying about baking? Is it the smell, the taste, or the process?
It actually started during the pandemic. I was spending a lot more time at home, and I needed a new creative outlet. I saw a recipe for sourdough bread online, and it looked so challenging and rewarding. I decided to try it, and the first loaf was, well, let's just say it was an experience. But I kept practicing, watching videos, reading books, and experimenting. Now, it's something I do almost every weekend.
That's such a lovely way to put it. So, what kind of things do you usually bake? Are you more into bread, cakes, cookies, or something else?
It's really the entire process, from start to finish. I love the precision of measuring ingredients, the sensory experience of kneading dough or mixing batter, and the way the house smells amazing when something is in the oven. But the most satisfying part is definitely seeing the finished product, a beautifully golden loaf of bread, or perfectly decorated cupcakes. And of course, sharing it with friends and family and seeing them enjoy what I've made is incredibly rewarding. It's like a little piece of art you can eat.
Wow, French pastries sound very advanced. What kind of tools or equipment do you find essential for your baking?
I actually love to experiment with a variety of things. I started with sourdough bread, and I still bake a fresh loaf every week. But I also enjoy making sweet treats like chocolate chip cookies, banana bread, and sometimes even a fancy cake for special occasions. Recently, I've been trying to master French pastries, which are incredibly difficult but so satisfying when they turn out well.
That's a great tip for anyone wanting to start. Have you had any memorable baking successes or failures?
For me, a good stand mixer is a game changer. It saves so much time and effort. Of course, accurate measuring cups and spoons are crucial, as baking is very precise. A kitchen scale is also essential, especially for bread. Good quality baking sheets, mixing bowls, and a whisk are also staples. But honestly, you can start with very basic tools. The most important ingredient is patience.
A delicious pancake cake. That's a story to tell. It sounds like both of our hobbies, while very different, offer a lot of personal satisfaction and memorable moments.
Oh, tons of both. My biggest success was probably when I finally mastered croissants. They are notoriously difficult to make, with all the folding and chilling of the dough. When they came out of the oven, golden, flaky, and buttery, I felt so proud. My biggest failure. I once tried to bake a complex layer cake for a birthday, and the layers collapsed in the middle. It looked like a delicious, colorful pancake. We all had a good laugh, and it still tasted good, but it certainly wasn't pretty.
That's true. My hobby helps me burn energy and connect with the natural world. It's often about pushing my physical limits and enjoying wide, open spaces. Your hobby, on the other hand, seems to be about creating something tangible with your hands, using precision and artistry.
It's interesting, Lily, your hobby, hiking, is very physical and outdoor focused, whereas my hobby, baking, is more creative and takes place indoors.
I think that's the key takeaway. Whether you're like me, exploring mountains, or like you, creating masterpieces in the kitchen, having a hobby is so important for our mental well-being and personal growth. They give us a break from work and daily responsibilities and allow us to pursue something we genuinely enjoy.
Exactly. My hobby is less about breaking a sweat and more about focusing my mind on a detailed process. It's very therapeutic in a different way. It's calm and requires attention to detail. We both find a form of stress relief through our hobbies, even if the methods are completely different.
Well, it's been great sharing our hobbies and learning about each other's passions.
Absolutely. Hobbies teach us new skills, patience, and perseverance. They also provide a great sense of accomplishment. It's wonderful to have something that's just for you, something you're passionate about.
And don't forget, if you liked this episode, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. It helps us a lot. And share this podcast with your friends who are also learning English.
It certainly has. And that's it for today's episode of Channel. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our top hobbies and that it inspired you to think about your own.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back with another episode soon. Bye for now.
See you next time.